ready? I was ready.
B.W.O. 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 Brothers with opinions, now we spreading the word. In this world, things get hard cause we been blinded by ignorance, man. Fear the unknown to progress is a hindrance. Silence is consent, so let your voices be heard. Man, we brothers with opinions, now we spreading the word. Bringing light to the dark, revolution is an art. Man, a lot of people talk, but they ain't never walked apart. Gotta shine a light on poverty and fight against injustice. And always speak the truth when the
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to that first fucking fire episode by B.W.O. with a full squad is back in the house, man. You already know Twin is in the house. Big Zeb, Big Muscle Zeb in the house. Old school Tony in the house, my man. And even my wild running my mouth self is in the house. Nah, but seriously, though, we back, man. It feels good to have all the brothers back together. And we ain't going to waste no time. You guys know who we are. You guys ever want to be on the show or something? Reach out, let us know. In the meantime, go ahead and slide on into this first episode like that baby oil, baby, because we on that Diddy. Take that, take that.
You know what time it is, baby. Let's go.
All right, let's go. So we'll kick it off with local sports like we always do because it's football season, guys. And so we'll start with local scores, and you all can chime in if you want. But Central beat King William 19-10. Kettle Run beat Millbrook 31-14. James Wood over Meriden 22-19. Clark County beat Catoctin 21-13. And Sharando beat the brakes off of Warren County 51-0.
So if I know it real quick, then Kettle Run, Sharando, and Clark County that you mentioned, they're all undefeated.
Yes.
What about Spring Mills, Millbrook?
I'm getting to that now. So
Nice.
So now our West Virginia score, because we don't want to leave them out. Their family over there too. So Spring Mills 43-0 over Washington. Martinsburg.
And Washington was undefeated, right?
No, I don't believe so.
They were 4-1. My bad.
Yeah, I think they've lost one game. Well, now that's their second. So Martinsburg beat Musselman 56-8, and Jefferson over Hedgesville 42-13.
There's some powerhouse teams in the area this year.
Yeah, Spring Mills and Martinsburg is going to be a head-on collision. Like, I'll repeat again that Spring Mills has not given up a single point in 5 games, which to me, that no matter who you play, that's impressive. And they've scored at a ridiculous amount of, like, they're averaging over 40 a game.
Yeah, the 84 judges undefeated state championship with that all-world defense, they didn't hold everybody to 0.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
that's crazy.
Sounds like good coaching to me.
Yeah, so they have 5 shutouts, 5 donuts. But I might have to go to that Martinsburg Spring Mills game. That might be a game to go watch.
If I was down there, I would definitely go.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you not see the 2 best teams in the state and they like 20 minutes away from Winchester?
Yep. So there's your local football right there, guys. So, and Hanley has a bye week. So if everybody's wondering where's Hanley score, Hanley has a bye week this week. They don't play. All right. So, guys, we'll jump right into this. We're talking P Diddy again because it's all that's in the fucking news and everybody, all these celebrities. So, guys, take it off. Wayne, what you got? Because I know you have a lot.
I'll start by just saying accountability. First of all, if you're caught on any of these tapes, any type of way, then it should be brought to public attention.
Gotcha. Well, I'll say this. Yesterday, I saw a new article, whatever, that they found tunnels in P Diddy's house and is leading to like the Playboy Mansion, supposedly, and like Michael Jackson's house. So basically, there's this underground city going on that everybody did not know about. They said the cops or whatever said went to his bedroom, moved his bed because a carpet was there, moved it, and there was a tunnel leads. So That's pretty interesting. What do you guys think about these underground tunnels, supposedly?
It's common up here because the whole New York has a whole undercity.
Mm. Yeah.
Like there's stores and malls, and because the whole train station and shit, it's underneath the whole city. So it's not far fetched to believe people do it. And I heard Diddy had a tunnel from one of his houses to the other house,
Yep. So it's
and
this
one of
whole
his sons snitched on him without saying it, talking about they should have went to our other house. That's where everything is. He's like, they didn't get nothing. I'm like, damn, you snitched on your own dad and your whole situation.
should have went to the other house.
Yeah, like you think they don't hear you? You're fucking Puffy's kid. Like you guys are gonna have your shit told and seen by those kind of authorities.
His own son said he ain't going down with his dad. He's like, hell no, I'm not going down.
Yeah, he did nothing wrong though. So why should he go down?
No, I mean,
Which son though? It's not. But they've been at these parties as little kids. Diddy had them, their own kids there.
Mhm.
Yeah, apparently he has a daughter. Some girl, some random girl that he just like picked up off the street. She was like a
Yeah,
homeless
the little
girl.
white girl.
Yeah, her real name was Ava Baldwin, but now it's Ava Barona Combs. You might want to get your research up on that, but apparently he has a white daughter, and apparently she's going to tell some stuff out. So I don't know. I haven't seen anything out there yet with her talking, but I mean, it might be in the near future.
Mm.
I'll just say it's way bigger than just Sean Puffy Combs, P Diddy, whatever they call him. The thing is, those people that are really super, super powerful and behind the scenes, those names are the ones they don't ever want coming out. So they will throw Tom Hanks, Puffy, Leonardo DiCaprio, Jay-Z, Beyonce, all them at us because they're just the entertainers. They're their puppets. They will let them be on top for as long as they want until they need to put them under the ground, pretty much to say, and they throw them under the bus. So whatever's happening or been happening for 20, 30 years is not cool. But it's way more to it than just Puffy and them. But we'll never even hear those names.
And you just said it too, 20, 30 years. Like these tunnels were just not built, man. These tunnels have been built. These are like old village homes. And it's on like a private island. And I mean, right across the waters, you have like a port where the cargo's coming in, man. Like, and neighbors always say that they hear like kids screaming inside of these cargoes. And I mean, that's like a whole nother subject during this show with the trafficking, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, that's probably where these kids are being stored, man, in these tunnels, man, because they said there's bedrooms down there and everything. So who knows, man?
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was like, because this all goes back to, I mean, I think it goes back to Epstein and all that shit.
Well, they said Epstein used those tunnels. So,
yeah. So, and now you're saying I was going to bring up the whole child trafficking because some neighbor of Diddy was, you know, the reporters were there, whatever. He's screaming out of the car. He's like, man, there's some crazy shit that goes on here. And I'm not talking about 3 a.m. They be wilding out. Love it. So, you know, it's just crazy. I don't know. I want to say nothing surprises me anymore, but all this stuff coming out and you fucking underground tunnels and shit, like it's just some shady shit. Like to me, it's not like it's a bomb shelter. Like he says, oh, it's our bomb shelter. And it's like all these people, you know, rich and elite people just doing weird shit. Yeah.
What do we call those people though, Tony? What's the name for that group of people that you're talking about?
What, pedophiles?
The Illuminati. I used to think it was
yeah.
all bullshit, and we're learning more every day.
Oh, every day.
Every day.
Yeah, you're right. Every single day. And then people, I don't know. I mean, honestly, do you guys, would you support them anymore? Do you?
I think it's sad, man. I think it's sad that entertainment wise, all four of us and most of our generation, we grew up loving almost all of these celebrities that their names are being involved and stuff. Now,
yeah.
It's like, look, I don't have nothing wrong with gay people. I don't have nothing wrong with people doing whatever they want on their free time, as long as it ain't taking advantage of underage people, or beating them and stuff. But at the end of the day, we loved all these people, man, and their names are all involved in it. I know certain people that we know be like, oh, you guys are dragging it. This J-Lo and LeBron and them ain't all involved. But in reality, there's so many more people than we know that's involved. And this is how they've made it so super big in life, man. Like, it's
and
ridiculous. But we grew up loving them, dog, and thinking that they're the coolest people, hanging pictures on walls and this and that, and spending so many hours of our life talking about them. And meanwhile, this is what they've been doing the whole time. We ain't even know.
and the people, the celebrities that do speak out against them, that go against them, they
You
either
get killed.
die or get blackballed. Like they
Yep.
get shut down.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what I want to get into, because you guys, like, you've brought up interesting conspiracy theories of like why this person's gone and that person's gone. Like Kobe.
Because
They call them conspiracies because they want us to feel like we're stupid.
Mhm.
It's not
Yeah.
conspiracy. It's conspiracy.
Well,
because they don't
you
want us
know
to
what I
the
mean.
truth. It's the truth is in plain sight for most of us, and we don't really know it because they're like, "Oh, it's just a conspiracy."
Mhm.
right. And a lot of these people, my opinion, you know, this is not always facts here, but this is my opinion. That's why we're brothers with opinions. But when you go to court, you have to have proof. And the proof to all of this are these people that are getting killed. You eliminate them, and now they don't have proof. And this is what protects the higher up people, man. You can't bring no one down if you don't have the proof. So people that threaten to tell the truth, they get removed from this world, man. It's that simple.
So how many people, like we've discussed before, have been removed?
Michael Prince.
Man, it was it started way before then. You know what I mean? It's been going on, like Chris said earlier, 20, 30, 40 years, man. This stuff, it always happens, man.
Mm-hmm.
Left Eye. Dude,
I
and
forgot
you want to
about
know
that.
what else is crazy? They kill all of these people. How many people have even been involved or around? Let's not only stop at Puff, because Puff is just a music mogul. But my favorite rapper since '96, man, when I was 15, when I bought Reasonable Doubt, has been Jay-Z. And he's just as guilty, if not more guilty, of all this kind of stuff than Puff. He just understands how to move smarter. Like, he ain't never allowed himself to get caught up in certain circles or be around certain things. Puffy's always in the limelight.
Mm-hmm.
But they're all involved with this.
I agree. I agree with what you just said to a certain extent. I mean, like, because a lot of the stuff that Jay-Z has done, man, he's told you in songs, people just didn't know what the hell he was really talking about until this shit really surfaced. And now people are listening to a lot of lyrics and they're like, oh, they're talking about such and such. Oh, they're talking about this person. They really told us this through their music.
All
The
right.
Illuminati want my mind, soul, and my body.
So yeah, so Jay-Z really did lay out the blueprint.
Yeah, man. He really
And
did.
look how many people
I have to go back
involved
and
with
listen
those
to
two
really
have
listen to that
died.
album.
Exactly, man.
So that's something to go back and really listen to the blueprint.
All the hand signs that you see him throw up in videos at Grammys and
The whole rock is the all-seeing eye sign that they throw up. It's the rock. And we all put our hands up like a diamond and you look through it.
Mm-hmm.
They've been brainwashing and conditioning us as people for years, and we never know it.
like you
Look, LeBron James would do it too. I've seen LeBron James do that.
Yeah, there's so many of them that
You
do
were
that.
saying that earlier.
And if they're they've
James.
made it so big, but the people that are higher than them that really have the money and power to allow and want these entertainers to do that because they can continue to mind control all of us because so many people in the world will be like, oh, it's Lionel Messi, it's LeBron, it's Jay-Z. So we love those people. And they just allow them to be the ones that they use to brainwash us and condition us and not even know what's going on.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Like we talked off camera, like LeBron's ritual before games, man. Like he's telling you right there, man, with all the signs that he's doing. I mean, it's a ritual that they go through, man. It's a cult. It's a certain group of people, man, and I call them secret society.
And what's gonna
Secret society, all we ask is trust.
Yep. That's all they're asking from these people is trust. And if you ever break that, they got something for you.
Mm-hmm. So P Diddy, right? Back to this. What I want to ask, like, I think what is your all's opinion, like, on the whole thing, like going down with him.
He
And
went
then-
against some people that are very powerful and more powerful than him. So now they're going to bring him down. And Diddy, I want to get into this real quick and answer your question, but dude, in 2001 or whatever, that song we all love when they did the Harlem Shake and brought it out like that. Let's get it. Take this money. Ain't no way you can take this from me. And what he say in the beginning? He said, tell the cops, the feds, the DA to come get me. And if I ever going down, they all going with me. He said that 23 years ago. So he been warned to everybody.
Well,
And he
yeah,
recorded all of it. So unlike a lot of them, he recorded and had all the cameras everywhere in the cribs recording all this stuff that they're doing with the drugs, the wild sex acts, all the orgies, everything. The thing is, the baby oil, I believe it's a liquid drug that puts all those people so out of their consciousness to where they just do those stupid sexual acts because it makes them horny and they forget what happens.
yeah, you were saying that the whole baby, it's a drug that he had in the bottles, which is wild. Which whatever, I don't know. And then another thing I'll say is what I mentioned this, or supposedly another new thing out is going to his parties. He had people sign basically a waiver going to his parties. Is what I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, if I got to go to a party and sign a fucking waiver, let's.
It's like a non-disclosure statement.
Yeah, like something. Yeah, because I was reading somewhere. I can't remember what it was the other day about it. Something saying it couldn't hold up in court or something supposedly. But yeah, like come on. I go to. Would you go to a party like damn? I don't. Maybe in my younger days, I've been like, damn, it's gonna be a wild ass party. But God, sign a waiver, huh? That's pretty crazy. What you got going on over there, Wayne?
I was just listening to my guys just talking, man.
But yeah, the whole waiver thing is wild when I heard that too. It's just more and more comes out that's just out there.
Go back and look at the first Bad Boy videos with Biggie and all of them, man. Who would have ever thought half of those girls in those videos were transvestites or whatever? Like, I'm like, yo, this is wild. And we didn't even know it because we were young enough to where at least I didn't pay attention. You guys might have seen it. I didn't even know.
Yeah, well,
No, we thought they were cool.
I mean,
but we just thought though, like, I ain't gonna lie, this was like, oh, it's just another girl because I'm not paying attention like that. But it was fucking dudes.
That's what I'm saying. It's like we say, we go back and look now, 20, 25, even 30 years, look back and like, oh, damn, it's all right there in front of our face, but we're just being entertained. Like, we're not really thinking, oh, man. Yeah, I mean, like, you're just being entertained. So you're not really thinking about shit like that. So you're just blind to it all.
What do y'all think about that tattoo on Diddy's back?
I ain't never seen it. I ain't never been behind them.
Well, they're basically saying
he's been to a Diddy party. How do you know the tattoo on his back?
No, because I've seen it surfaced and I read a few things, and it was basically saying it was like a figure of a Haitian voodoo woman. Her name was Isela Danter on his back, and it's associated with like motherhood, protection, and womanhood, and it describes like a fierce protector of marginalism in communities. Gay communities also. I mean, it goes on and on about like raging and destroying and being powerful, and yeah, man, it's just something that he worships. I guess it's the voodoo in Haiti or whatever, man. Like I got to look into it a little bit more and see what's going on with that tattoo. But
so he's telling us something with his tattoo as well.
I believe so.
Yeah, some hidden message.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gosh, usually that's what people do with tattoos anyway.
Probably another way of basically saying he's like the king, you know what I mean? Because she's like a queen of Haiti, you know what I'm saying? And he looks up to that. And yeah, I mean,
they call him King Combs.
It goes back to him thinking that he's the king of kings, but he's really not, man. You're just the pawn, man. And just got to stay in your lane, man, basically.
So
locked up right down the street from where I'm at right now.
What?
And not to be funny, R. Kelly's in there too, and so's El Chapo. That's a wild fucking jail they got over there.
Yeah, they said that jail was in Brooklyn, New York.
Oh, so you go visit them, Chris?
No, they wouldn't let me get in a visitor's pass.
I heard it's like one of the shittiest and notorious jails. I heard it's violent in there. I heard there's a whole bunch of people like Diddy in there.
I don't go to jails, man, and I'm gonna be honest because I've been in them before, and I'm afraid to ever go to one. And next thing you know, they use something against you, and I'm stuck in there. So I'm like, I'm not ever going to no
Right.
damn jail.
Yeah.
I definitely wouldn't be a CO. None of that. You crazy? It's not being afraid. I'm not trying to be locked in there. They do what they want, man.
Cat Williams say, he's like, you ever been in jail? If you haven't, he said, just go home and walk in your closet and shut the door. That's what the fuck it's like.
And shout out to Cat, man, because what he say about 8-9 months ago, he said everything is coming to the light in 2024. Everything will be exposed.
Man, Cat was trying to tell us throughout some of his comedy stand-ups that he's had, man. Like, he's been telling us this for years, man. And I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been listening to him, but I'm just like, man, what the fuck is he really talking about, though? But like now that really like surfaces, man, and my puzzle is coming together.
Yeah, I mean, I was just about to bring up Cat. Speaking all these facts, he's one of them that's been saying it for years. Like Wayne just said, in his stand-ups and everything.
It's because people just think that they're funny and they're comedians.
Yeah,
so they're telling jokes, but they're not telling jokes.
Exactly.
When he's like, I'm at a board, I'm at not at a board meeting, but at a conference room and a meeting in Hollywood. He's like, I'm just chilling, we talking. He's like some white guy in a suit's talking about like, yeah, today, man, we're gonna, and he just takes a big rail and then just keeps going on and do what Cat Williams say, Wayne?
He's like, I can see you. It's all over your nose.
And then he said he walked into certain rooms, and he's like, I shouldn't have walked into that room, and he sees things going on, and not to be funny, but with Puffy and with Jamie Foxx and with all these people, man.
He was saying it. Yeah, you're right. I forgot all about. Yeah, he's talking about he's seen freak and this was in his stand-up.
Yeah, the Pimp Chronicles.
Yeah.
And he even says it, man. He's like, when I walk into rooms, heads go down, man. They don't even look at me like that, man. He's like, because I'm not with that shit, man.
Yep. He said he turned down 50 million multiple times. And he said one time it was between me and Luda. I turned it down. He said, who's in the Fast and Furious? And, he kept going on, but he was like, all this stuff. And the thing is, I've seen an interview with Luda since then. He talks shit, but none of these people have ever said, well, he's lying.
Right.
They never be like, he's lying.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, that's the thing too. When people come out and say stuff like that, like nobody really straight comes out and says they're lying.
Yeah, a lot of people. I haven't heard a lot of people saying that Jaguar Wright is lying. You know what I mean? Yeah. Nobody's coming forward saying she's wrong. Oh, she doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about. Like, I don't hear a lot of people saying any of that, man.
The illest podcast right now would be Jaguar, Cat Williams, and Orlando Brown. It would shut the internet down. Yeah,
man. And you got to think about it, man. Jaguar Wright, she was a backup singer to Jay-Z. So, she's seen a lot and heard a lot, man.
Yeah, Jay-Z got a whole lot. Him and Beyonce, man, they're more involved than people would ever believe. And there's so much to both of them. Why are they both so big? Like it gets way deeper than everything. Like Aaliyah got taken away. All these people got shut down so Beyonce could be on top. Beyonce supposedly Blue Ivy's not even her kid. She had fake baby bumps, and Jay-Z's got it's just so weird. I don't really know all the truth, but that's why we're talking about it. But these people have got so much stuff and so many skeletons. I'm not saying none of us don't have skeletons, but we ain't got nothing like that.
Right.
And these people are just brainwashed the whole world, the whole beehive and the whole rock and the whole this and that. And it's wild, bro. They really got cults.
Mm-hmm. I mean, somebody try to help me out, explain this. Like, I'm not understanding why Homeland Security was searching a home when it was an FBI investigation.
They were getting rid of all the stuff with all the politicians involved and all the people like kings, popes, presidents. They're all involved in this stuff, from the Diddy to the Epstein.
Thank you. That's why I think Homeland Security stepped in to remove some of the shit that is going to expose a lot of rich people throughout the world, man.
Look how many CEOs and big time people stepped down from their jobs since Diddy got arrested or whatever about a month ago or whatever. Everybody's stepping down. Even the CEO of Nike stepped down. Lear Cohen stepped down. All these music moguls stepped down. Everybody.
Mhm.
But I'm
Well,
like, what's stepping down gonna do? Like, you get caught up, you're caught up.
true.
Well,
But
and it's
the thing about Diddy that's also weird is that they won't give him bail.
No, they
oh
denied it. He offered
They
like
denied
500
his
million. They
bail.
denied it.
yeah, it
That's
was a lot
weird.
of money, and they denied it.
They
Yeah, they
denied
were
it twice. The judge denied it, but because they're all involved.
Well, because Diddy might have some evidence stashed somewhere where they can't find. They're not going to be idiots and let him out, and then he leaks something out. You know what I mean? It's not happening, man. I don't
Mhm.
see him getting out in the near future, bro.
No, he's not going to get out. If anything, the same thing they tried to say happened to Epstein, they're going to say happened to Puff
Yep.
Mhm.
because they don't want him to talk. But I'm telling you, he's been said he's going to bring everybody down with him. And I know people like, oh, you shouldn't snitch, but he got all them videos and look at and it's weird what happens and all these people do and they sacrifice people to make it big and look how many people celebrities are big time. They've had somebody very very close to them die or something happen very bad. That was them making sacrifices to get there. And I'm like, but why would people want you to have your mom or your kid or somebody killed?
Right.
I guess that
Because
was them proving how much they would be into that secret society.
it's power, man. Control. Like, it's that simple, man. And, like, Diddy's in this situation, man, because he fucked up. All right. Fucking up means you fucking lost the game, bro. It's like playing a video game. Diddy got out of line
Mhm.
with the whole Ciroc thing.
Yep, and
With
Diego,
the
whatever,
guy
right?
Diego.
Diego, whatever they say.
Yeah, he fucked up
Diageo.
because he said, "All right, you don't want to do it this way, then I'm going to sue you." So suing him is how he got his house raided, man. He sued the motherfucker. He won that case in like January or some shit. And then March, his house is getting fucking raided. This is Diego just showing Diddy who really has the power and who's really in control. You're not the maker of this game. We are.
Uh-huh.
And once you get out of line, man, or once you make, or whatever you're doing, make it look sloppy to them, which is your masters, man, they get rid of you, man. They're getting rid of Diddy. Jay-Z, you're next. They're gonna get rid of you too because y'all sloppy, man.
Well, I was gonna say, like Chris said, I don't think Jay-Z's as sloppy.
He don't move. Yeah, he
He
don't move like
he
Puff.
moves a little.
But
He's quite like him and Beyonce. Even though we've heard they are an evil couple, like they're from what Jaguar right
I
is
get,
coming out and saying it.
yeah, I get what y'all are saying. He's smart. He moves smartly, but the one dumb thing he did was get fucking tied up with P Diddy, man.
Well,
This is what's gonna bring him down, bro. It's just
Well,
that
that's what I
simple.
was going to say. P
Because
Diddy
they're all close.
can bring their names up. He can testify against them.
Mhm.
He
Exactly.
can bring everyone down.
And that's what well, of course, like William's saying, that's what all these high are scared of. That's why they ain't letting his ass out.
Exactly,
Well,
man.
wait to see if he pleads not guilty or if he takes a plea deal. If he takes a plea deal, he's going to be giving up information on all those people.
You
If
guys
y'all,
think he'll ever really go to trial?
Oh, of course, yeah, it's gonna go to trial.
it's gonna go to trial if he's still living.
That's what I said. Do y'all think it's
Well,
really ever going to go to trial?
Yeah, there's
That's the
key
catch.
but,
Is he gonna live? Me personally, I don't think so. And I heard that his lawyers was trying to call it a mistrial, but they denied that also. Dude, he's not getting out. He is the key to this whole investigation, and he's locked up. And they're all trying to make it look like it's all Diddy, but it's really not all Diddy.
Hell
It's
no.
all of them.
The mayor here in Brooklyn is caught up in it too.
Like we said, it's a cult. What Zeb, you said it, the Illuminati. It's not just but they're just bringing down one person.
Well, Chris said it too. He said secret society. All, yeah, it's all about the trust. It's the trust, man. And they can't trust him, man. That's why he will not get bond, and that's why they will remove him from this world, man.
Well,
I mean, while we on this situation, I mean, what do you think about these celebrities and these clones, man? They're saying that people are getting cloned and shit, man. Like,
I heard most of the celebrities we see are clones.
Like
And the real ones are already off somewhere else, chilling and doing their thing, you know. But they're not in it. Like, of course, you guys can tell Joe Biden's a big ass clone. This big goofy. They messed up on his clone.
yeah,
This
Oh,
guy
shit.
will be giving a speech in front of America, and 2 seconds later he's just walking off and like shaking nobody's hand and looking around. I'm like, dude, what the hell? They messed up at his. Like,
he's like moving like a
Jamie
robot.
Foxx's phone is mad light compared to what he really is. Kanye's cheeks is all crazy. I'm like, man, they bugging on these people's clones. But supposedly Janelle Monáe, who's not even nearly as big as them, but she was like, I got like 5 clones. It's like she called it out. She was like, I got cloned for all this different stuff I do. She was like, it's not even me there.
Yeah, man. And you wonder how these people can be at all these places at these times, man. It's like it's crazy.
Yeah, the whole cloning thing is wild to me.
But remember, we heard
Very
that when we was
wild.
young about them cloning cows and stuff. At least that was the first
Yep.
thing I remember them trying to do it on.
Mhm. Yeah, the cow thing. Yeah, cloning cows.
So who knows? Is that the real diddler in jail?
Yeah, right. Is that?
You know what I mean? Like, who
Yeah,
knows?
Yeah, we'll
man?
never know.
Yeah, you never know.
It's just brothers with opinions, man.
That's what's so messed up.
This is only for entertainment purposes only.
It's
And
our
if you
opinion.
really want to get into it, all of this stuff, this Diddy stuff that's really coming out, and the reason they do it is because they've already got us worked up in life or wrapped up in life with Diddy, the music, this and that. Like, we all know, excuse me, who Puff is. We've been knowing him for 30-something years. Puff, Diddy, bad boy, you know, and just loving it. So now that they're like, oh, well, let's make this a big topic right now, and the whole world is going to watch it, especially all the people on social media and everything else. They're going to just spend their days talking about it at work and everywhere else. Oh, Diddy, this, no Diddy. But they're really changing currency. They're wiping out currency. They're changing systems. They're doing so much things behind we're not even knowing, because they're just distracting us with this stuff. Not that it ain't real, but they're distracting us with this. So who cares if J-Lo and Tom Hanks and Leo and all them is involved? Guess what? They're not seeing what we're really doing.
Right.
It's very
And
true.
these systems just keep getting changed, and behind our back, we don't even know. Laws are getting switched. Bill Gates is getting approved to have genetically made food and sell it in stores. And I'm just like, man, this is wild. But we don't even hear about it or talk about it as friends usually most of the time, because they don't put that on the news. They're going to put everybody loves Puffy. Let's go.
Let's
Let's
it,
bring it
man.
down. Let's show these parties they have. But let's not show the politicians, the king, queens, and popes that's been involved.
We'll never know because we don't live that lifestyle. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't want
I
that
don't want to.
lifestyle. I don't want it. Anybody out there that wants that kind of lifestyle, so be it, man. But it ain't cool.
Well, that's why a lot of people don't make it, man. And that's why we have these people that have one-hit wonders. Because once they made it with that big song, they got asked to go through those doors. And those one-hit wonder people said, no, sir, I'm out. Maya said it. Maya was like, they asked me. And she was like, I'm good. I don't need to sing.
With that
Man,
lifestyle,
that's
is
a
that
whole.
from money? Does money change people and make them like that? Because I
Well,
don't
they do
believe
it for that
No.
money and that
people are
power.
always like that. I bet when they didn't have money, they didn't act like that. I think it's
No.
money.
That's the thing of selling your soul.
Oh,
People
yeah,
think
it
that was
always
fake. No, people sell
boils
their
down to
soul. So
money.
those people worship the devil and money.
But who's to say that a lot of these celebrities and rappers in the industry aren't being bribed? You know what I mean? Who's to say when they're signing these deals, there's a gun pointed to their head saying, hey, sign this fucking paper. If not, we're going to kill you. You know, like, I believe a lot of these people are pressured in a lot of these situations also, man. And there's really no way out. It's like kind of like being in with the cartel. There's no way out.
Oh, I can.
Once you sign that dotted line, you're in there, man.
I mean, Wayne, I could believe that. People pressured into it, forced. I can definitely see that.
We hear a lot of artists say, hey, man, we weren't getting paid what we were doing, what we were worth. You know what I mean? So like they were pressured into that contract, and the people that is producing this shit for them, they're the ones coming out with all the money, but they're not the ones producing. Really, it's the artist.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, I
But
mean-
they're not the ones with their own their own companies and publishing and all this and all of that. So those people are the ones behind the scenes, the Tommy Mottolas and the Clive Davises and them. I heard Clive Davis used to give Diddy the business, not even being
Really?
funny. I heard he
Yeah.
used to smash Diddy like this and that, and that's how he's the one that kind of started Diddy into this whole lifestyle, because those people have done it before us. Like our parents' generation grew up with people that's been involved.
Yep, you're exactly right, man. It's been going on for centuries, man. I mean, decades. I'm sorry, decades.
Yep.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
Of course,
surprised
they
if you're
got
not right, centuries. But you know what I mean? Like
well,
it's
like
just
the
Yeah.
wild.
Lakers,
It could have been, but
torch
I'm just
passed,
saying.
You know.
I'd rather keep it with the decades. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, because that's our life.
right,
Mhm. Yeah.
it's weird, man. I mean, you can kind of almost look at like the slavery aspect of it. I mean, they were doing the same thing in the slave days. You know, they were fucking these girls when they were fucking super young. This shit's been going on forever, man. It's all about power.
Since the beginning of time.
Yeah,
Nothing's changed. You know, it's been going on since the beginning of time. All this craziness.
it's royalty,
Yeah.
man, and they think that
That's
they're
right.
just higher than everyone else, man, which they are, but you can't get away with everything. Something's going to surface.
Well, until they get sloppy.
Exactly.
BWO
That's what
listeners,
comes out.
here's a hot take real quick.
Uh,
If everything from the beginning of time, what most of us is told is something about Adam and Eve, right? Or the first two people ever here.
mm,
Well, how did we get more people? They, not to be funny, y'all, listen up. They had to sleep together, and then their kids must have had to they started sleeping together. How else did people just start coming from everywhere? If those are the first two created, did he create people all these other places? No, we never heard that. We heard it was just we all related. We all started, right? They say that they were like, we're all related in the beginning. Well, that's incest.
mhm. Yeah.
And how else
And they
did more
try
people get here?
There you go, biblical people.
No,
and they
didn't.
try to say everybody is the same color too.
Well, you know, like I
We
said,
were.
this goes back to the beginning of time because I've already say, like, look at the Romans, the brothels, they would, you know what I mean?
When you start
don't-
sleeping, when you start like Chris said, when you start sleeping around, don't mean to cut you off, Tony. When you start sleeping around and all that, that's where all these different textures of skin and stuff start to come from. You know what I mean? Like, who's to say, man? Like Chris said, we're all related, man. We're all fucking related.
And there was no place like Rome and stuff. Not to switch this whole topic, but there wasn't no Rome and stuff. Everybody came from near the equator. And Africa is the homeland. Everybody was a person of color at one time. But eventually, when people start separating and start moving further and further away and discovering stuff, once you're in those cold regions, your skin ain't gonna be as dark no more when you're growing up and people live there their whole lives because it's colder. It ain't as much sun. And I think that's how things changed.
Oh, of course, yeah. I mean, I believe.
But
in
we
that.
all come from the same family, man. I was just saying, man, that's a little wild. Like if we look at it, then it's weird. We all come from incest in the very beginning. That's fucking weird.
Super weird. So all followers, stay tuned because that's a whole nother episode.
So back to this no Diddy, Zeb. Where you been at? Over there messing with your baby oil.
I just think it's money. I think money changes people. I don't think those guys were always like that. I
Yeah,
don't.
I mean, I could see that too. Yeah, money changes people. We
I
see
think
it.
money. It seems like it's just famous people. They get so much money and they have so much power. They just abuse it.
Yeah, I agree with you, Zeb.
Jay-Z had his own record label with his friends. Like he had his partners, and he cut all those guys off.
The money is what controls the whole situation. But
the more money they get, the more they change.
But a lot of these artists, they get lured in as little kids and they start seeing this shit and dude, like they're more powerful than you and you're a kid. So you're not going to run tell somebody because you're scared. So you're dealing with this for years and years and years until you grow up. But by the time you grow up, you're a part of it.
Well, and how many kids entertainers were involved? You had what, Usher, right?
Right.
Diddy took advantage of Usher and Bieber.
I know what he's going to say.
It's all these
like
artists.
The Frosted Flakes.
Yeah, but like whoever the mentor is for that artist, that's who's doing it. But a lot of those mentors had that done to them also. So it's just a cycle that never stops, man. It just trickles right down the line, man.
You know what I'm saying? They bring in all these these kids, young kids, entertainers.
Like Chris said, Clive Davis, man. Look what he did to Diddy, man. You know what I mean? Like it just trickles down, man.
Nickelodeon, the whole Disney, they're all with that. They're all pedophile people.
Yep.
Nickelodeon's symbol is the same. It is the same design as Epstein's Island. Now, how crazy is that?
Yeah, that shit's wild, bro.
And a lot of these cartoons we grew up on, we didn't even know like the symbolism in them and stuff. We had no idea. It was weird. Like you can even go back to Pinocchio and watch that one, and it's about the island and this grown man taking these little kids and stuff. But we was kids not understanding that.
It all comes back to that 666. They're the devil, man. All of this shit, man. Google Chrome,
The iPhone.
Balenciaga, all of it, man. Monster.
Monster energy drinks. I was about to say the symbol.
I think Walt Disney too. Like I think Walt Disney was like a Nazi or a pedophile or something. I have to look it up. He had some sketchy stuff too.
Oh yeah, Walt Disney was.
They're all pedophiles, man. It just makes me sick, man. I don't have kids. You three fellas do, but I just don't understand. Most of them people that we talk about have kids. How could you just fucking mess with somebody's little kid?
Because that's
it's not
them.
Even saying if they're 18. Now I'm not so as mad because that's what we're used to, accustomed 18. I know in certain countries they you can get married at 13 and shit. But I'm saying to take advantage of innocent little kids and mess with them and fondle them and abuse them or kill them. How do you get off on that? Like, I don't give a fuck about money. How could somebody be like, yeah, I'll do it for money? And then they're really just sick weirdos in their heads. They do it.
That's what the devil does, man.
They do that stuff, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I could never be like that. Like, y'all can leave me around y'all's boys anytime. I'm never even gonna think about that. What the fuck? I would smack the shit and kill somebody if I had to protect them. That's wild.
It's so sick, man. Like these celebrities that we talk about, they sell their kids to each other, man. Like there's shit out there saying that Steve Harvey sold his daughter to P Diddy.
Steve Harvey, how do you think he made it so big?
Will Smith with Jaden Smith sold him to P Diddy. Let P Diddy rape him or do whatever he wanted to do to him. I don't know if it was rape. He was probably drugged and then taken advantage of.
But that's what they call date rape or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's date rape.
Take advantage of them. That's the whole baby oil thing, is that liquid drug, and all these people, whether people are like, oh, these celebrities aren't involved. Dude, some of them didn't agree to it, but when they got those drinks filled with all that so-called baby oil with those liquid drugs, they all of a sudden got freaky and don't even remember most of it, because that's why Puffy filmed it, though. He was like, nope, y'all were there and y'all was in it.
Yeah, man. That's why I started the show out with just accountability, man. It's the light is on now, man.
Well, accountability, but are they going to hold themselves accountable?
Well,
hey, Tony,
our justice
when the Epstein thing came out famously a couple years ago. Where did Tom Hanks move to?
Greece.
Yeah, he got the fuck out of here. A lot of them, look, stepping down or moving. Like, when's the last time you heard of certain people? Because they're like, oh shit.
And there's a lot of people you haven't heard disappeared. Like you just said, Tom Hanks gone. Nobody talks about that. Nobody he just moved to Greece. Nobody looks into shit like we do. He's gone.
Dave Chappelle been calling this stuff out for years. They try to make him look crazy. They always do that, right? They make people that are trying to call things out look crazy, or they try to kill them by making them on these drugs and stuff. Dave Chappelle went to Africa because he was like, people didn't know. He was like, these motherfuckers are going to try to kill me because I'm not with them.
Yeah.
They wanted him to do on his own show for that $50 million. And he said, no, I'm going to do it on the Dave Chappelle show. I like to do what I want to do. It's my show. And they're like, well, it's not your network or whatever. You're going to do what we want. He pretty much said no, and he went to Africa because he was scared for his life.
Yeah, but you're right. They made him look crazy. But it was just like Cat Williams.
Cat Williams look crazy. Try to say he was on crack a couple years ago. Oh, he's a crackhead. They making these people look crazy. Kanye West. Oh, what the fuck he talking about? He's crazy. He's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't want us to know the truth when these people start calling them out.
I think they drove Kanye West crazy. He changed when he went with the Kardashians. Like, they're fucked up people.
They're all involved in it. Kardashians definitely in all this stuff.
Yeah, it's something like you're right. They make all these guys that are or women who are trying to exposing people when they for a minute they try to make them look crazy. they're on drugs or doing it, you know, something.
Yeah, man. People talk so much shit about Kanye, but look, Kanye was fucking right, man. And look, Kanye ain't with the shit no more, man. Kanye said, "Man, I done found God, man. I don't want to be on that side. You got to choose a side, man. You want that side or this side, man? That's the life they chose, man. So never bite the hand that feeds you, really. And that's what Diddy did, man.
I guess.
They was feeding Diddy, man. They was feeding him, and Diddy said, "Man, fuck y'all, man. I'm the king, man. I'm gonna do it my way. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that." No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. We got some dirt on you, bro. You going down, man.
Back to Diddy, it's what they feel, who they feel, or your opinion, you know, he's eliminated on his come up. Because remember, Chris, you said one time, like, he wasn't that big at first until what happened?
Until Biggie died.
Yeah.
He blew up.
yeah.
He blew up
he
in less than
blew up.
24 hours. He had "I'll Be Missing You" song ready. I heard he put Faith with Biggie to have part of all this stuff happen. It's so weird. There's so much more to it. But then I've seen videos where one of our favorite lyricists, Biggie, he looking all gay, rubbing his face and on Puffy's arm and talking, looking. I'm like, man, what is going on?
They on that juice that he made.
Diddy been getting people forever.
Right. Diddy owns all of Biggie's music. He owns the rights to all that music. And after Biggie died, he made an album of unreleased shit. And he didn't give any of that money to Biggie's daughter or anyone in his family. It all went to Puffy's pockets. He's making money off of him after he's dead.
What was Puffy's first company, Uptown or whatever?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Everybody that was involved in that, including his ex-girl Kim Porter, they all died except for Al B. Sure. Al B. Sure's the only one still there. Heavy D and all of them gone.
Yeah.
Well, he probably
Did his
left
own
to another
thing.
country. He's probably hiding.
Zeb, what happened to Black Rob?
Oh yeah, he just disappeared, and then you see him in the hospital, laid up, dying.
What happened to Craig Mack?
Oh yeah, he supposedly hung himself.
All these people that's been around Puff died, and then the same situation with Jay.
What happened?
There was somebody else he had signed that supposedly he shot somebody, he killed somebody, and then he turned himself in, and he just got out of prison.
What happened with Shine?
Oh yeah, he's been deported. They got his ass deported.
He did 10 years for Puff.
What happened to Mace?
Mace is still around, bro. Mace ain't having it.
He ran and went to the Lord because he knew he was like, no, this is that.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, Mace was a pastor for a while. That's crazy.
Remember that one Hawaiian singer though that they had? What happened to A. Marie?
Oh, they made her disappear because they supposedly she was messing with Jay-Z, and Beyonce ain't like that.
Exactly. A lot of these artists have just disappeared, man. A lot of these artists.
Again, for all of our audience, we're just saying our opinions of what we know and what we've heard. But it don't mean that we right about none of this. Don't take it a certain way. But in our slogan for the day is still gonna be take that, take that.
Take that, take that, take that.
And it's only for entertainment purposes only. We're just entertaining our audience, man. That's all we're doing. These aren't facts. These are brothers with opinions, man. And we got a platform, so we're going to let you know.
I want to ask each of you three to name three different people that you guys think are definitely involved in these freak offs.
Oh, man.
And who y'all think?
Definitely.
Let's start with Tony. Name three people you think involved in those freak offs.
And the diddler can't be one.
Yeah, of course not.
We know he is. Well, dude, I'm just going to say the top two is definitely Jay-Z and Beyonce. Those two, I feel, are definitely involved. And
one more.
Dude, I hate. Oh, God. I think LeBron.
There you go. That's three.
Is in it. I didn't want to say I hate. You all know this. I'm not the biggest fan of LeBron, but I like what he does for the community, all that. But honestly, I feel he's, and there's so many. But yeah, that's my top three that I think or something's going to come out. Maybe not.
Oh, I think Drake. I think Kim Kardashian.
Mm-hmm.
Who else is big? Whoever's real big and blowing up, they're in that. Like whoever's selling the most records.
But I mean,
who's-
at the freak offs.
Who's your third one?
Oh.
You've named two. Who's the third one?
Oh man, it's so many people.
Well,
It could be Ray J. It could be Jay-Z. I mean, you name it. If they're famous and making money.
But he already said Jay-Z.
Now, let me think. Oh, Rihanna.
Rihanna,
got away
Kim
from
K, and who? Who'd you say? Rihanna, Kim K, and who?
Drake.
Yep.
Drake's in it. They all mess with the same people. They're all sharing pussy. It's fucking weird. I'd never be involved in some weird stuff like that.
This shit is super weird, man.
It's super weird.
Wayne, you got three
Who
people?
you got, Wayne?
You all know I got 3. I'll give you 30 for real, but
Oh,
I'll
we
give
know
you
that.
3. I'm gonna go Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh,
I'm gonna go the mom of the Kardashians. And
Chris is her name, I think.
yeah, I can't remember her name.
It's Kris Jenner.
Yeah. And I got to throw his name out there because he's the one that's bringing P Diddy down for all this. And I'm going to put Diego's name out there, the Ciroc owner.
Yep, Diego.
And
Diageo, I think they say. Oh, fancy. Or maybe that's how you say it.
So who you got?
with everything we've talked about, though, yeah, Chris, go ahead and give us your 3 before I say what I got to say.
You asked the question, so who's your last?
Who's your top 3?
I got J-Lo, Oprah, and TD Jakes.
Ooh, Oprah.
I like TD Jakes. People don't talk about him a lot, but TD Jakes is caught all up in this, man.
Steve Harvey, not Cat Williams. What's his name?
Hold on, it's only 3.
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart. We forgot Kevin. Kevin definitely in there.
You know Kevin loved it. He was filming this shit, bro. Like, what do you think, Diddy? What do you think, baby? Tell me something, baby. And then here comes Diddy with the arm around. He's like, yeah, man, you know what I mean. But he's got his arm around him from the backside, though. You know what I mean?
he gets that low camera angle.
But on a serious note, though, with all this being said, what did they arrest him for?
Trafficking.
There's more than that, though.
Yeah, there's tons of things, but that's a huge one.
But how can you detain this man with no evidence, though?
And deny him bail. Like, how do you deny him bail? That's so crazy.
Well, the evidence has got to be proven. If they think they have a strong case against him, then they could deny bond.
They must have a lot of shit on him.
You know they got lots of it because they're the ones that control this whole organization. They're the ones that allow him to have cargoes of kids coming through the water to his house and shit. Like, come on, man.
I think Trump and Obama have been in it.
Who controls our ports? Who controls the ports? The government, right? Supposedly.
Well, the government's involved. All those high people, they're involved.
Why you think Homeland Security came in and searched the homes and not FBI investigators?
Because they're all in it.
They're all in it, man.
Certain shit. They want to find it first before somebody else does. Then they can destroy that incriminating evidence.
Yeah. But this is just part 1 of this show, fellas. Our audience, we got more coming, man. Part 2, maybe a part 3 of this. We don't know. It depends on how long this lasts out, man. It's not going to be next week or the following week. It could be in the future.
This P Diddy stuff is definitely not over, so there'll be more to come on this. So, all right, Wade, moving on. You have your little segment. You want to do your football parlay for everybody?
Yeah, I do a football parlay every week. Usually it's NFL because we do our shows on Sunday, but I'm going to give you a rundown for a 7-leg parlay for today on college football. I like Penn State today. I like Georgia, Northwestern, Clemson, Michigan, Alabama, and South Carolina. And I'll get back with y'all on the next show and let y'all know.
Put down.
A $5 bet can pay you out almost $250 on this 7 line. So if you do the math, I can give you the rundown. I just gave you the rundown of the teams to pick. But let me pull the schedule up real quick for you. All right. So we got Penn State over UCLA. I'll take Georgia over Auburn today. I like Northwestern to upset Indiana. I like Clemson over Florida State. I like Michigan over Washington. I like Alabama over Vanderbilt. And another upset, I like South Carolina over Ole Miss today.
Okay, I like it. I like it.
So we'll tune in on the next show, let you know how I did on that parlay, and I'll have another one for you next week.
I like it.
And
All
what
right,
y'all
guys.
want to talk about next week? The elections? Y'all want to talk about Javion?
Well, our fans can chime in, whatever, but we'll figure it out what we're going to talk about. We always come up with something every week.
There were some ideas out there for us, so it's just not always our topics. We like to listen to our audience and our fans, so give your input, and we'll shout you out for that topic.
Yeah, y'all want to talk about BPG and Veach? We can talk about it, baby.
Yeah, if you want to be what I'm getting at, you want to be a guest, hit us up. Yeah, we got it. Email, brotherswithopinions@gmail.com, and then Facebook, and you can find us on Instagram. So hit us up. You want to be a guest, anybody, and we'll be glad to have you on, because we've had a lot of people on the previous 2-3 years. So all right, fellas. It was good. Everybody have a great weekend, and we'll see everybody next week.
Take that.
Take that.
Stay safe and stay blessed.
All right, fellas.
Brothers with opinions,
We'll do it
big
again
voice,
next week.
no silence, revolution televised. Ain't no good in private, not knowledge to the ignorant. Ain't never been bliss. Stand up and be heard. We the new activists. Yeah, brothers with opinion, let the convo begin. You know communication key, but then you must comprehend. Preach B.W.O. Let your voices be heard. We enlightened by the truth, and now we spreading the word. Let's go. How do we learn to live when we conditioned to die? Most people fail before they start because they don't ever try. Man, they told us we was worthless. We believed in the lie. We took it way too literal when Big said ready to die. You know the KKK turned the cops in disguise. Man, a lot done changed, but race still applies. 5-0, hands up, don't even ask why. Trayvon, Mike Brown, man, another mother's cry. Hey, B.W.O. let